Hey guys, welcome to Guys Garage. What I have today for you guys is the new Yeswelder model Firstess DP200. Now we're gonna be testing this welder. This is a multi-process welder, so it has a dual pulse welding technology. You can weld with stick welding, MIG welding, Flux-cored, lifting. I might be missing some, but let's take this out of the box. Let's see what comes in the box, and we're gonna put it all together. They claim this thing is very user friendly, so I'm very excited to see how it works. Let's get it out of the box. Big boy. Alright guys, so this is what comes in the box. You got your MIG welding gun. It looks very solid. Swivel in it. You have your ground cable. You have your 220 adapter to 110. You have a few different sizes drive rolls, a tool with different sizes nozzle tips. You have your gas line, a few liners for your MIG gun, so you have extras. You have two different welding wire rolls, and one of them is going to be for Flux-cored and the other one is going to be for MIG solid wire. Yeah, they're both 30. You have your electrode holder, which I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the strongest electrode holders I have got in here. And your instructions, and of course the machine, which I haven't turned it on yet, but look at this display. That's a 7-inch digital display. I am excited to see these. Another cool thing that I saw is the graphics on this thing. Like, check this out. Now that's pretty cool. So the drive roll in the machine already came set for 30 wire, but the tip, it was set for 35, which might not be a big deal, but just go ahead and check your nozzle tip, make sure everything is the correct size that you're gonna be using. I just changed it already for 30 because that's the wire that they sent me, and that's what I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna put the wire now in the machine, and then we're gonna start it, and we're gonna throw a few beats on it. Okay, so we're gonna remove your wire spool retention cap. This is gonna be for an 8-inch spool, and since we only have a 4-inch spool, then we're not gonna need these. Now we're gonna start our MIG gun, super easy. Now we're going to connect our ground cable. And let's not forget our polarity lead. And if you don't know which one to connect, like if it could go here or here, depending on the type of welding you're gonna be doing, I'm about to show you why I like this machine so much already. And the last thing will be to hook up our gas line. Now let me show you why I think this is gonna be the best welder right now in the market. This 7-inch digital display. Let's say I don't know anything about welding, right? So I go back and right here you got pictures. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna MIG weld. So right there. But I don't know how to set up my machine. So I'm gonna go to help, and in here it'll give me the diagrams of all the different types of the weldings that they are and how you're gonna hook up your machine. But not just that, with this knob I can go into pretty much anything on this machine, and it'll tell you like setups, right, for MIG welding. Steel, it'll tell you the type of gas that you're gonna be using. If you're gonna be using aluminum, it'll tell you what type of gas you're gonna be using. For everything, you have pictures and very, very informative information for about anything that it has to do with welding. Even somebody that don't know how to weld can pick up this machine right now and start welding. Like, even give you parts numbers for the different parts that you can put into this machine. That is just crazy to me. It'll tell you like all the buttons, what they do, how they work. I mean everything. So let's go back. Let's say that I am going to weld aluminum. Well, once you press aluminum, the machine is gonna change the gas for you automatically. So even if I go to the gas and I try to change it, because I don't know anything about welding, remember? The machine is not gonna let you do that, because you already know that for aluminum, all you're gonna be using is 100% argon. So we'll go back again. And now we're gonna go back to steel. And what type of gas I can use? Well, you can use 100% CO2, 75% AR, 75 and 25% argon. I mean, this thing is so smart. That is crazy to me. Let's say the type of gauge, right? You don't know how to weld, but you know that what you're gonna be welding is gonna be a 1/4 of an inch. Once you press a 1/4 of an inch, the machine automatically gives you how many amps you should be using and what kind of voltage you're gonna be using. For here, it'll give you all the different settings for your triggers: 2T, 4T, spot welding, and S4T. And again, if you don't know what any of those mean, you can go back to help and it will tell you what those things are. So 2T, 4T, and S4T. So 2T, it means a two-touch. You press and hold the trigger to weld, and you release to stop welding. This display is definitely something else. This display is gonna change the market. This is gonna change the game. I mean, this is crazy. all the pictures, how to install it, how to maintenance the machine, how to weld, everything. Let's go back to the settings. And in here you can change your unit from imperial to metric. You can change the display lightness. You can change your mode, dark or light. Anything. But let's say you messed up and now you don't know how to go back to your old settings. All you gotta do is go to reset, and this is gonna reset your machine back to factory. So again, you can choose the type of material you're gonna be working in. You can choose the type of gas you're gonna be using with your machine. You can choose your wire thickness. You can choose the thickness of the material you're gonna be welding. This is for your MIG gun, 2T and 4T. You can save some of these parameters already that you have saved for whatever project you're working on, and you can comment in there whatever it is. That way you don't have to go back to the settings. Man, this thing is just something else. So let's start welding. Let's see how this thing welds. So here is 14 gauge, very beautiful. And here's the back of it. And that's just all with the same settings that the machine is giving you. So let's move up to 316. I think I got some pieces of 316 and 1/4 inch is the thickest I think I have here, and we'll see how it does. I like it so far. This is good. So that's 3/16 of an inch. This thing really welds really beautiful. That's an old weld from another machine, but this is the one. So the last one is gonna be 1/4 of an inch, and after that I think I still have some rods in there. I gotta look, but I think I got some rods, so we can do some stick welding and see how that turns out. But so far this machine is it welds pretty good. I mean, and not just that, but it's so easy to like use it. Like, it is very user friendly. Pretty much the machine will adjust all the settings for you. You just pick what type of material you're gonna be working with, and the machine do the rest. So this is a 1/4 inch, and this is what it looked like. And then look at that penetration. Look at that penetration right there. That is pretty good. This is a 1/4 of an inch. I think that was what? That's at 170 amps. The machine can crank up to 200 amps. This is good. Also, if once you set your type of gauge, you still think that your wire speed is too fast or too slow, you can go back to advanced settings, and in the advanced settings you can adjust where is it? Right here. You can adjust with the left knob your wire speed, and with your right knob the voltage. Alright guys, so this is a little bit of spot welding. In this one side the machine is set to 0.4 of a second, and on this side it's set at 1 second. Very identical spots in there. I like these. This is very nice. So this is 1/8 of 6013. Let's try it out. So here's a 6013 1/8. Not bad. That's at 120 amps. We're gonna try now 7018. Alright guys, so this is a few beats that I did with a 7018. Not really a fan of the 7018. This is the 6013, which I think it looks a lot better. Alright guys, that's it for today. The machine works really well. I need new gloves, as you can see. This thing has seen better days. I'm gonna leave a link on the description. If you would like the machine and want to buy it, you can go ahead and do that with the affiliate link I'm gonna leave in there. It doesn't gonna cost you anything, but it will help my channel. And man, yeah, I love this thing. What you think about it?